90% of businesses get shut down not because the market is super competitive. That's not the problem. The market has always been competitive. The real problem that 90% of new businesses don't understand at this stage is the order of actions to start with and why that matters. That almost happened to me when I started my concrete company. Now I do $4 million per year, but if you don't take these actions, you may join those 90% of businesses that do fail, and I'm trying to share the lessons that I learned along the way. If you watch this video, you'll have all the chances to win. I use this 5-step formula to build my own concrete business and now my existing clients here at Concrete CEO. And number one, and I know that this is controversial, but I encourage people to invest in marketing before they invest in things like equipment. And I see this happen all the time. And if you're in trades, right, that's what people always think of. They say, oh, I want to start my own business. And so they go out there, they spend their money on their truck, on their trailer, on their equipment. They get all geared up, they spend all their money, and then they're finally ready to go. And then they sit there and they say, wait, where is my business, right? Where's the leads? Where are the people calling me for work? So if you're getting into business and you have a little bit to invest, I highly encourage people to spend that money on marketing first, right? Why? Because if you get leads now, you can actually be creative with how you do projects. You can rent out a truck, you can rent out a trailer, you could rent out equipment, you could still get jobs done. You could actually sub out work. You don't even have to be the one doing the work. But the thing that you cannot replace is if no one is asking you for a bid or to sell your service, then it does not matter how much equipment you have, how much insurance, none of that matters. If you have no chances to sell work, well, then you're not gonna sell any work. So that is the most important thing. That is the lifeblood of your business. So treat it like that, invest in that first before other things. Number two, this is another controversial one, is you want to learn how to sell concrete even better than you know how to do concrete. So think about it. When you're starting your business and if you go to sell work, a lot of people want to be the absolute best craftsman, which actually, when people are like that, I actually highly respect it, right? They can do beautiful work, they can do decorative concrete, they can do an amazing job. But it goes back to part of what I was saying in point one. If you're not actually selling work, then none of that stuff matters. So you want to focus on the most foundational things first, the things that are actually going to get people in. And when you're in business, if you're not in business yet, you're going to notice that there's guys that sell work all the time. I remember when I was first starting my concrete business, and my biggest competitor was so bad at concrete, and he used to irritate me. And then I got even more mad because I found out that he was a nurse by trade turned concrete business owner. And I was livid because it's like, why would anyone ever hire this guy to do their concrete? Don't they understand that he's bad? And then that's when I learned it's not about how good you are. And that does help, don't get me wrong. I think being good is great. But if you don't know how to market and how to sell, then none of the other stuff matters. So you want to make sure that it's foundational first. Go learn how to actually sell before you invest all the time into being the craftsman. Because again, when you're selling, you could actually go do the work, and doing the work, you can get better while doing it. Number three is this is an either or. You can either hire an amazing concrete guy that will run your crew, or I highly suggest just doing the submodel. I'm gonna kind of break these down here one by one. So first, if you are going to hire a concrete guy, the reason why I say that is, again, if you are in business, a business is getting phone calls and selling people. So if you are always on the job, you can't answer your phone, you're always doing work, your entire business depends on you, well then it's gonna be extremely hard to compete with other people that are running a business and they're not having to be in the field every single day. Because when the customer calls, that company is gonna call back faster, they're gonna estimate and take more time with the customer, and that customer is gonna like the company more. And overall, that person's just gonna have a much easier time. And don't get me wrong, you do not have to start this way. So if you don't have time or the money to hire a concrete guy to run your crews, right, a foreman, then I highly suggest the submodel. And some of my most recent clients that I've actually had have scaled to $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month in a year. And a lot of people, when they look from the outside looking in, they say, how is that possible? And it's possible through subs because they never do the work. So their only job is to go market, get customers, sell the customer, and then coordinate the work to be done with a different concrete company, right? That other concrete company will actually give you a good deal. Because if you're doing the marketing and doing the sales and providing volume, then typically they will lower their price so that way you can still be competitive. So this is the number one way that I recommend for people to get into business right now, unless they already have equipment, already have concrete guys, already have all these things. If you don't have that, again, spend your time and just hire those people out, partner with them, learn the marketing and learn the sales, get a good deal from these sales. You be the business end, let them be the concrete end. And there's a lot more really good concrete guys than there are good concrete businesses that are great at sales. Hey, real fast, if you want to see how I can help you start your business and not only survive, but thrive, book a free strategy call with me. Link is down below. I help early stage and people that are just starting their businesses scale to profit immediately and save tons of time and losses. Just like the last video that I actually did on my channel, which was Macy. We actually grew her to $90,000 a month and she didn't know anything about concrete. That happened in 6 months. So click the link down below, schedule a call. All right, and the next thing, number 4, is to focus on profit over revenue. I see new business owners, including myself, do this all the time. And this mistake almost killed me. My first 2 years in business, I was so obsessed with revenue. I wanted to sell every job. I never wanted to lose a job. So if I had to discount my work, I would discount my work. I would do whatever it took to get the deal. And although that led to a lot of sales, what that did not lead to is any profit. I was running around, all I cared about was getting the customer to say yes. And it did not matter at the back end how profitable I actually was. What actually led to that is I thought I'd be profitable because all I looked at is my gross profit. And if you're new in business, here's what gross profit means. All you do is you take your revenue, you subtract out your expenses, and that's your gross profit. A lot of people think the gross profit is the money that they make. However, that does not include any of your business expenses, whether that's marketing, insurance, gas, etc. And so if you want to be successful, you have to be willing to say no to certain opportunities. You only say yes to opportunities that bring in a true profit, and you do not be afraid to ask the customer for what you're worth. And if they try to beat you up on price, you need to stick to your guns, right? In the very beginning, if the customer asked me to do whatever, I basically did it unless like I was literally gonna make absolutely no money. So I see you guys do this all the time. And that is, in my opinion, the number one thing that holds people back is they're way too focused on revenue because they want to sound cool to their friends versus actually having money. Number 5 is to focus on efficiency and building systems before you scale. The thing is, if you go all the way until you're super busy and you filled every single part of the day with doing everything, well, then at that point, you really don't improve. So instead, before you get all the way to the point, right before you have no time left, use some of that time to document what you're doing. That way you can actually bring people in and have them be successful so you could buy back your time and you could scale your company. A lot of people grow right to the point where the owner is totally capped for time. The owner's doing literally everything. They're doing the sales, they're doing the marketing, they're answering the phone, they're running the office, they're sending the invoices. But because they have no systems, they don't even know where to begin with hiring people. If you hire someone and you don't have a system to fit them into, it makes it exceptionally difficult. So I recommend before you get to that spot where you have no extra time, to spend the time and document what you do so when someone does come in, you could actually buy back your time and they could be successful at taking over some of your job. All right, so that's the 5-step system. Number 1 was to focus on marketing, invest in marketing before equipment. Number 2, we want to sell better than what we can actually do concrete. That matters more. Number 3, hire an amazing concrete guy or subcontract out the work, either way, so you don't have to be in the field every single day. Number 4 is to focus on your profit over your revenue. And number 5 is to build systems before you're too busy. And if you want your highest chance of success, well, why don't you just work with us here at Concrete CEO? This is exactly what we do for a living. We get leads, we coach on sales strategy, and everything in between with your business. So don't waste your time. Just book a call and I'll show you exactly what you should do exactly for your business and how to scale it as fast as possible.